Hey there, it's DRutter, March 25th, 2020. Today is day 10 of my quarantine diary here. Day 10 of lockdown, quarantine, isolation, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm reporting what's going on here in my little part of southern interior British Columbia. And what's happened today? Well, it was a pretty good day, actually. And, sorry to anyone who did not have a good day. I know a lot of people aren't having a good day, and my day was only really good relatively. I could have been a lot better, obviously, but I'm trying to focus on the positives. And one of them is I harvested some really nice organic cannabis from my plants here, homegrown medicine, and also, I'll show you in a second, a buddy sent me some from somewhere else in the province in the mail. He knows who he is. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Well, so I'll use that wisely and stretch that and help stretch that over the month to make the medicine budget last a little longer. Awesome. Thank you. Bud, hash, oil, and extracts. The quadfecta. Thank you. Also, I have 3 more plants here ready to harvest. I know they're not laden down with bud or anything, but the way I grow it is smaller bud, but really nice, high quality, strong medicine. So I look forward to harvesting these plants, and I'll show you in a few days what that looks like. More good news. The grocery stores were open and the bank machine let out some cash, so pasta, oats, quinoa, nuts, seeds. Uh-oh, running low on chocolate. And some really good news out of Italy. This is the total number of infected against time along the bottom. And it's still going up, obviously, but it's not going up as quickly. And you can switch it over to logarithmic to get a better idea. Is it flattening out? The gains are going down. It's not going up as much. So in other words, this is flattening. This curve is flattening off. And that's a really good thing. So it shows that the lockdown measures are working. Whether or not they're more stringent than required, it's hard to say. That's up for debate, I guess, but I think what's fairly clear is that they're starting to work. And looks like it does take 2 weeks from putting people into lockdown to see the numbers turning around. So, and I know we're just kind of going into lockdown over in North America, some people still kind of out and about and not really in lockdown, so it's only just started happening here, so maybe in 2 weeks we will notice the numbers starting to slow down. But, that is at least good news to note that the quarantines and the isolation and lockdown does seem to have an effect and does seem to slow down this, because it's not going exponential anymore. It could be going a lot worse. There's a lot more people in Italy that are yet to be infected, so it's nice to see that it is slowing down and they will take the pandemic a little bit slower and it won't smash their healthcare system any further than it already has been decimated. Here in BC there's a lot of new cases, but it's nice to note there was only 1 new death here today, so that's good. Now there's 14 in total here in BC. When I was out shopping today, I noticed it was pretty weird. It's probably weird in your area too. I'd be interested to hear if you can leave a comment or whatever. What's going on there at your shops. Here we are allowed out to the shop only for necessary supplies, so that absolutely needed to happen today. As if you've been following along, it's been a long time since we had any cash in hand, so Medicaid 80 and I did manage to stock up on some food today. There's still a lot of things that I can't find, a lot of things that were just out of price range, stuff that's 3-4 times as expensive. But I do have some staples. I think we have probably 4 to 6 weeks of food and, well, maybe not medicine, but 4 to 6 weeks of food anyway here, and at least 3 weeks of medicine. So we're doing fairly well, and we can ration that as we go. So, but one thing I noticed when I was at the store, other than the people acting strangely, and some people, whoa, their eyes would get wide if you get within 2-3 meters of them, and run the other way, and other people would were oblivious and were coming right up to you and, oh, how's it going, stuff like that. So it was weird to have a mix of people like that. And the other thing I noticed was there was like lines on the floor telling you where you can stand and you can't be too close to anybody else. And there was a sign on the door saying social distancing in effect here and all this kind of stuff. The list of rules, and I had to put gloves on, and I had to put gel on my hands, alcohol gel on my hands, and then I had to put gloves on over top of that, and then I had to do my shopping and take off the gloves a certain way and pay a certain way, and the whole, paying with cash was awkward. And they said they're putting up plexiglass. I noticed they've been doing that in a lot of places now, separating out the cashier from the public. And I was thinking, they don't call them cashiers for nothing. They're the people with the cash. They handle the cash for the store. They're the ones with the money, the currency. So when we separate them out from the public and say, well, it's for their protection and for the public's protection, we can't have any interaction there, I'm pretty sure that's getting very close to no more cash. And you won't even be able, of course, you could get around that by saying, oh, we'll have like a cash machine, like a bank machine. You put the bills in here, the coins in. I've been to self-checkouts that accept bills and coins, no problem. So they could have that, and they could have more self-checkouts in general. But no, I think that what they're going to do is they're going to put plexiglass up between cashiers and whatever and the public. And that's one of the things that's happening right now during this lockdown is that's going into effect. And she said it's like countrywide, it's Canada-wide, so all places that deal with the customer, any customers, are going to have to be separated out with glass or plexiglass or protective shields and stuff. It's interesting that's happening, and I do think that has something to do with getting rid of cash. It's just another step. This is going to be, eventually they're just going to say, that's just not worth it having, no, we're not going to do cash anymore. The new system is not cash. And if you saw that $2 trillion stimulus that they passed yesterday, another $2 trillion, it's $1 trillion every day, every week, multiple trillions. But the last one they passed, and they snuck in there something about a digital US dollar. So it's not a cryptocurrency, it's a virtual currency. It's like video game gold, but that's basically what they're doing. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you had a relatively good day anyway. I know it is tough times everywhere, but thank you for watching, and I'm glad that this is being shared and being enjoyed by people. So thank you for commenting and sharing and upvoting, because it sounds like this vlog series is reaching some people out there that are using it just for some entertainment, for some information, and just sort of to break up their days, because things are getting different out there. Have a great night, and talk to you guys soon.